Welcome to today's Explainer. If you're a clinical researcher or part of a pharma team, you already know the feeling. That immense, crushing pressure of a high-stakes, tight turnaround deadline. You're out there pushing life-changing science forward, and suddenly, absolutely every hour matters. Today, we're breaking down a completely new paradigm in fast-track scientific services from Learned Machine. We're going to see exactly what happens when those deadlines simply cannot wait.
Critical scientific deliverable? Tight timeline? Honestly, just hearing those words probably spikes your heart rate a little bit, doesn't it? It's that universal anxiety of a ticking scientific clock. You get that ping, the timeline is massively compressed, and panic kind of just sets in. Okay, let's dive into this, because the core thesis of the material we're unpacking today is incredibly powerful. The idea is you need speed, absolutely, but you cannot, under any circumstances, compromise on quality. I mean, when the stakes are this high, a rushed, sloppy job is honestly just as bad as missing the deadline entirely. So how in the world do you achieve both? Well, let's look at the first incredible metric.
18. Just 18 hours. I want you to picture a high-stress micro-scenario for a second. It's late afternoon, and you suddenly realize you need a full manuscript first draft ready for review by tomorrow morning. Sounds totally impossible, right? Well, according to our source material, it's actually not. Within this incredibly tight 18-hour window, medical writers can deliver a manuscript first draft. And listen, we aren't just talking about a bunch of thrown-together, disorganized notes here. The source explicitly highlights that this draft is fully structured and completely aligned with reporting guidelines. So in just 18 hours, you're going from raw study data and tables to a fully structured, legitimate first draft. That is a real game changer.
Now let's accelerate the pace a bit and move chronologically. We're going from 18 hours to 24 hours. And this brilliantly illustrates the turnaround for a totally different, yet equally critical deliverable, the Statistical Analysis Plan, or SAP. I mean, just think about the sheer complexity of an SAP for a minute. It's like a giant puzzle. But in just 24 hours, biostatisticians are reviewing endpoints and analysis methods to deliver a comprehensive plan. And consider what's actually packed into that 24-hour window. We're talking estimates, analysis models, and even mock tables, listings, and figures. The whole shebang. It is a comprehensive package, delivered in a single day. This basically ensures your trial statistical framework is locked in tight without losing an entire week to development.
Continuing our rapid-fire time escalation, we hit 36 hours. So, what happens in a day and a half? The scientific QC report. Now you know and I know that quality control is exactly where so many urgent projects stumble, simply because it requires such meticulous, unwavering attention to detail. But in 36 hours, a scientific quality control team evaluates clinical documents for data consistency. They're checking your references. They're verifying terminology. They're making absolutely sure that all tables, figures, and document alignments are perfectly synchronized. Essentially, they're catching the discrepancies with tracked comments so you don't have to stress about it. It's a rigorous, structured quality review successfully executed in just 36 hours.
Let's move to and see how this builds. Stepping back to a macro view here, we can actually see how this chronological escalation plays out. We move from those ultra-rapid, sub-48-hour tasks we literally just covered right into the larger multi-day strategic deliverables. You see the 18 hours for the manuscript, the 24 for the SAP, the 36 for that QC report. But then, the timeline extends. We jump to 5 days for both CTD Module 2 summaries and a rapid evidence review. And finally, 7 days for a complete budget impact model. This timeline perfectly captures the full spectrum of urgent scientific deliverables and their defined fast-track timelines. So let's break down those multi-day tasks, starting right at the 5-day mark.
Okay, the 5-day rapid evidence review process breaks down into 4 explicit steps. Normally, navigating literature databases and synthesizing all that evidence, well, it usually takes weeks, right? But here, the process is accelerated into just 5 days through a highly specific methodology. Step 1 is a structured search, Step 2 is the screening process, Step 3 is meticulous data extraction, and Step 4, which is absolutely crucial for scientific validity, is PRISMA-aligned reporting. By following these exact steps, the team accelerates evidence synthesis while maintaining that strict, rigorous alignment with PRISMA guidelines that the scientific community completely demands.
Now, let's detail the other multi-day strategic deliverables because it's super important to understand why this matters for your broader strategy. First up, Health Economics and Outcomes Research, or HEOR. In just 7 days, you can develop a budget impact model. But wait, not just any model. The source really emphasizes that it's transparent and payer-focused. It actually includes base case, scenario, and sensitivity analyses, meaning you are fully armed and ready for payer discussions in a single week. Equally important is regulatory writing, specifically CTD Module 2 summaries in 5 days. Regulatory writers prepare structured clinical overviews and clinical summaries by efficiently utilizing your available regulatory and study documentation. It is all about getting maximum efficiency out of the resources you already have.
So the crucial point is how, right? How is it actually possible to deliver a complex SAP in 24 hours or a full budget impact model in 7 days without the quality just completely falling apart? Well, the source provides the answer by stacking 3 foundational pillars. First, domain experts. You've got highly experienced scientific professionals, medical writers, statisticians, reviewers at the helm. Second, technology-enabled workflows. They are utilizing technology specialists and advanced platforms to systematically remove bottlenecks. And third, defined quality checks. Every single fast-track engagement combines these 3 specific elements. It's this powerful synergy of human expertise, technological speed, and uncompromising quality review that makes these crazy timelines an actual reality.
Actually, I highly recommend you just grab a screenshot of this visual cheat sheet right now. It's super helpful. This perfectly organizes all 6 urgent scientific deliverables we've discussed today, locking in the specific services with their defined fast-track timelines from 18 hours all the way up to 7 days. This is essentially the entire Learned Machine fast-track offering, summarized in one clear, easy-to-read view. Seriously, keep this handy on your desktop for the next time a major deadline suddenly shifts on you. Which brings us to our final, somewhat provocative question. What is possible when every hour matters? We've seen today that with the exact right combination of domain experts, specialized technology, and strict quality control, what used to take weeks can now be reliably achieved in hours or just a few days. It absolutely changes the calculus of project management in healthcare and pharmaceuticals. So I want to challenge you to rethink your own team's capabilities. The next time you're faced with an urgent scientific delivery, don't just ask if it can be done. Ask how quickly Learned Machine can help you accelerate it, without sacrificing even a single ounce of scientific rigor. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I absolutely cannot wait to dive into our next topic with you.